As everybody knows, the human body needs just 3 things to survive: clean water, chicken tendies, and fresh tech news. We can only give you one of those things here, so drink up, special child.
Wait, how do you drink?
Nvidia, you are so sneaky. You thought we wouldn't notice that you're reducing the cryptocurrency mining efficiency of the RTX 3060 and announcing a new product line of GPUs dedicated specifically to mining. But we did notice. See, Nvidia? Your big mistake was publishing a blog post announcing those 2 things. Big oof. These new CMPs, or cryptocurrency mining processors, don't support graphics output and are essentially meant to be a piece of bait dangled out in front, so the crypto miners bite at it while sparing the tender young gaming GPUs for the rest of us.
Not the babies!
But the miners won't want those gaming ones anyway because of that mining efficiency limiter that is apparently so robust that Nvidia claims it cannot be hacked. You see, it's a secure handshake between the driver, the silicon, and the BIOS, and walls like those have, frankly speaking, never been breached. So we've got miners upset that Nvidia is dictating what you can or can't do with your own hardware. We've got gamers upset that this probably won't do anything to help the GPU stock shortage, and we've got Jensen who's upset because he's all like sitting on his motorbike with his leather jacket, like flipping his shades like, "You're welcome."
Whoa, he's so cool!
And you'll never believe this, but Chrome OS has overtaken macOS as the 2nd most used operating system in the PC space after Windows, despite being worse than, well, both of the other ones. This news comes from Mike Shire, an analyst for the market research firm IDC, who confirmed the findings to GeekWire. While Chrome OS devices have outsold Macs in single quarters before, 2020 is the first full year where Chromebooks consistently took 2nd place. Interestingly, while you could see this as a loss for Apple, it's actually a bigger blow for Microsoft. In 2020, market share for Chrome OS grew from 6.4 to 10.8%, with macOS actually also growing slightly from 6.7 to 7.5. Windows, meanwhile, dropped from 85.4 to 80.5, so looks like Google's strategy of brainwashing students with free access to Chromebooks is working. I wish I had thought of it. Linus OS, we could call it Linux. And Canada may join Australia in facing off against Facebook. Canadian Heritage Minister Stephen Guilbeault told reporters that he is working on legislation that would require giant platforms like Google and Facebook to pay news publishers to link to their content. Now, why? Those laws are apparently a heritage thing?
Yeah, totally.
Now, we Canadians don't traditionally insert ourselves into conflicts unless someone insults the village moose, but Guilbeault said that Canada is at the forefront of this battle, right behind Australia, that is, where Facebook has already blocked all news posts in an attempt to deter the country from passing their link tax legislation. For that matter, France is deeply embroiled in this too.
You gotta let them go first, we're polite, you know?
Right, hold the door. Facebook's move has been heavily criticized for being unreasonably heavy-handed. The news ban ended up also blocking some government health pages, for example, which users depend on for information about COVID-19. Great, and now we've signed up for this. I mean, the prospect of using Bing was funny when we were talking about Australia where their internet barely works anyway, but now it's not.
That'd be not, that's mean.
Now Riley's got something to tell you guys.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by PDFelement, the affordable app that stops you from smashing a hole in your desk because signing PDFs is so frustratingly difficult. You see, PDFelement makes it super simple to sign, edit, annotate, and make notes on any PDF. You can also combine, crop, and easily compress big PDFs to a smaller size, or if you just hate PDFs, period, you can convert them into Word, Excel, or JPEG files. PDFelement is available on Windows, Mac, iPhone, and iPad, and supports Google Drive and Dropbox, so you don't even have to keep those nasty files on your local device. Wow. Plus, you can get 50% off by using our link, so check it out down below.
Split splats. It's what you call quick bits when you don't want to say Quackbots. Wait, oh damn it, I said it. Well, it doesn't matter. Apple has subpoenaed Valve with a request for years of data pertaining to Steam's game library and sales numbers in an attempt to show that there is plenty of competition in the market, and therefore Epic Games' antitrust claims against Apple are totally invalid. And Apple almost got away with it too, if it weren't for Valve being not complete idiots and outright refusing to give them any of that data, mostly because Valve doesn't even compete in the mobile app market, which is the focus of Epic and Apple's fight. And by the way, just to be clear, this has nothing to do with Valve and Epic and some kind of secret PC gamer alliance. I'm not convinced there's any love lost between those two. It's just that Apple's request was overreaching at best.
Did you work for weeks on this?
French hardware site Cowcotland claims to have inside information that AMD will launch the Radeon RX 6700 XT on March 18th. The card is supposed to have 12 gigabytes of memory, 40 ray accelerators, and be available in limited quantities. Oh, AMD. You know, you should really talk to Nvidia about throwing an unhackable crypto limiter on there. I heard they're unhackable.
Oh, can you not hack them?
And there's some more leaks. Chinese language site HKEPC claims that they know that Intel's 11th gen Rocket Lake desktop processors will launch on March 15th and that it'll be a hardware launch. That's the kind with availability in store. It won't be bad, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's 14 nanometers, so like, there's lots of that going around. Hey, got him. LTT store processor pillows, go buy them. I went off script, so that didn't really work. NASA successfully landed the Perseverance rover on Mars yesterday with a rocket-powered platform that looks more than a little like Green Goblin's glider from Spider-Man.
Cool!
But you know what's even cooler than Spider-Man?
Oh.
Pictures of the Martian surface. And you know what's better than that? This thing, which is the latest entry in the category of fabric-covered robots designed to remind you of a cat. Except this one, called the Nicobo, doesn't just make purring sounds and wag its tail. It also farts.
Yes!
Whenever it wants. It just lets them rip. I mean, what, you think there's like an app where you can control how often it farts? You fool, it's a cat analog. It does as it pleases. It's descended from the noble hunters of the plain. Its fart impulses cannot be contained. It is $360.
Take my money!
Why don't you just get a cat? They are like no work at all. Unlike this show, which is a lot of work, which is why we won't have another one for you until Monday. But I promise there will be more stories about farts.
Oh, wait, no, I said less.
Less.
I actually didn't like that I put that in. Take it out.
There will be more.